everyone, and thank you for tuning in to AlexandraClaireHair. I wanted to do a video on basic braiding, just a basic braid, French braid, fishtail braid, Dutch braid, rope braid, because once you learn how to do those, there are so many possibilities. There's so many updos, so many hairstyles that you can do. If you have already checked out my blog, you know some of the steps already. If you haven't, check it out because I will definitely be putting more tips on there. But basically, I'm a big fan of braids just because when you do braids, most of the time you're not using heat, which heat damages your hair. So I think it's really cool to learn how to do braids and learn how to do more and more hairstyles. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to do just a simple braid. And I'm just going to show you on the side here. And all you have to do is break your hair into 3 sections, like this. And then for a simple braid, you just take one of the pieces from the outside, move it to the middle, then take the other piece from the outside, move that to the middle, and then continue. So you're constantly moving a strand or a section of hair to the middle. And that's how you do the basic braid. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. If you know how to do a basic braid, the next step is learning how to do a French braid. So what you do is start at the top, break your hair into those 3 sections like before. Again, I'm going to move one section over the middle section, pulling it to the middle, and then the next one over into the middle section. Then, before I move this piece into the middle, I'm going to gather more hair from this side before placing it over the other strand into the middle. So it's very easy actually. You just keep collecting hair and moving it to that middle spot.
Continue French braiding to the back of your head. Remember to collect hair on each side before moving the next section to the middle.
And then once you get to the bottom, you continue by doing just a basic braid like we learned before. And then at the bottom, just secure with the elastic band or a rubber band. And then you have a nice French braid. Keep in mind I did this very fast considering I have a bunch of braids to do, but if it looks sloppy at all, just smooth it out a little bit with a comb. Now there's also the Dutch braid, which if you can do a French braid, you can definitely do a Dutch braid. They're very similar. Again, you start off with 3 sections. Remember that in a French braid, you start by bringing an outer piece over to the middle. You do the same exact thing in a Dutch braid, except you bring it underneath to the middle.
Continue Dutch braiding on the back of your head. Remember that as you collect hair on the outside, you will want to move those sections underneath to the middle.
Next up is one of my favorites, the fishtail braid. All you do is break your hair into 2 sections, and then you want to take a small outer piece from one side and then bring it over to the opposite side. Then take a small outer piece from that side and move it over to the section that you started with. So once again, I'm taking a small outer piece from this side, moving it over to the opposite side, and then taking a small outer piece from that side and moving it back over to the other side. And do the fishtail braid, you can even do that in the same manner that you would as if you were French braiding. Start off with the 2 sections, move tiny outer pieces to the opposite sides, and then as you do that, collect hair from the opposite sides and bring them over.
Continue fishtail braiding on the back of your head, remembering to collect hair from each side before moving it over to the opposite side.
And last but not least is the rope braid, which also only calls for 2 sections. And what you're going to do is twist the sections in the same direction. So I'm twisting both of these sections kind of like away from my face, and I'm going to continue twisting them in that direction, but wrapping them around each other in the opposite direction. So as you do it, you want to continue to twist them. So once you learn the basic braids that I showed you, there's so many possibilities. Just by learning these braids, you can do so many different updos and styles. With any of the braids I showed you, you can do pigtails, you can do a side braid, you can do little braids on top, you can do so many updos, and I will definitely be showing you more. I'm a big fan of braids because most of the time braided updos and hairstyles are heatless, which if you watch my healthy hair video, it is important to, go a few days without using heat on your hair because it is very damaging. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all learned something from it, and have a great day. Bye!
By learning how to do these basic braids, you'll learn how to do so many different looks. So start practicing because the more you do, the easier it'll get. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!